Hey everyone, welcome back and happy, Thursday. All right, guys. Well, we're back to talk about more that's going on in the Bravo verse. It seems like, one, we're not going to run out of anything for Hot Messy Topics. It's going to be so good. And we're doing Hot Messy Topics tomorrow with Kendrick Tucker, which I am so excited about. And right after, literally right after, we're doing our members only live with Jason. We're going to talk about the Real Housewives of London, things that have been going on in our lives. And of course, you guys know if you're a part of our members only, which now we're revamping again. Thank God I missed it, but we needed something to be able to do with it. So this is going to be it. We always just get a lot more personal. You find out more about what's happening behind the scenes, but you'll see. So join us tomorrow and we will be posting those today and I will make sure that you guys see all of it. But with that, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and let's jump right in. All right, guys. So we're back to talk about Jax Taylor. There's a lot going on, and I feel like it's one thing after another with him. You know, yesterday we talked about it, and it almost seems like, to be honest with you, like I'm sitting here and I feel like every time I come on, it's a negative video about Jax. I am not purposely trying to just put out negative video after negative video. It just seems like that's the way it's happening with the podcast tour being canceled, BravoCon lineup being canceled, everything happening with the whole publicist like headlines. Get it, right? The Valley, Brittany Cartwright, and now the bar canceled. But now people coming forward, employees claiming that they had relationships with him and they're sitting there blasting him out. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. So Jax Taylor, he's accused of love bombing and having sex with and then discarding multiple female staff members at his former Los Angeles bar, Jax's Studio City, before stepping away. Now, the staffers are alleging that he leveraged his power and his charm to attract them, making each feel special by suggesting that they were the only one and that intimacy must stay a secret. Can you imagine, like, your boss is coming up to you and they're like, yeah, you know, like I'm a celebrity, I'm Jax Taylor, and like, yeah, I have my wife, but things are happening. We have issues, and you know, like I never really do this, but I just there's something different about you. You're special, and you know, like I just think that you're great, you're different, you know, but you have to keep it between us. Like we cannot share it with anybody. And then you end up taking them home or taking them out or having them meet you at your home. You end up hooking up with them. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, you know, like it's just right now I'm still trying to figure things out. But it's like, oh, wait, so you got what you wanted. You hooked up with me. You got what you wanted. And then you just discard me, right? But then you do it to multiple ones. And then what happens is at the restaurant, because I've worked in restaurants, I worked in restaurants for like over a decade, like probably, I don't know, like 10, 12 years. I don't know, since I was like 15, 16. But at the restaurant, what happens is it's such a social cluster F that everyone talks. So everybody knows your business. And then people start comparing notes. And then your ass eventually gets exposed because there are not secrets amongst the staff in restaurants, especially in this world. It doesn't happen. Now, moving on. Several people claim discomfort at the bar due to sexual comments and behavior from Jax, especially because he was their boss, which is really actually interesting considering Jax went pretty hard on Danny Bucco as well, talking about how when you get drunk and you come here and you sit there and you say the things that you say to Jasmine and other people, like we've had to kick you out of the bar and you come in and act like a drunk asshole and you make women feel uncomfortable. Whoa. Okay. Multiple women also said Jax refused to use protection during intercourse, offering to buy Plan B instead. And another accuser discovered by him on Instagram, described an aggressive pursuit and also the emotional turbulence that came with it, love bombing messages, future talk, vulnerability, only to discard once the relationship progressed. She also recounted shocking sexual texts including a statement that he wanted to put his DNA inside her. Oh my God. And now Jax allegedly maintained a roster of women, each believing that she was unique, complete with like fabricated pet names in his phone, identical future plans and gifts and bar merch. And this is actually really disgusting. Now, reports also say that he abruptly blamed these women for things out of nowhere, unleashing a lot of anger and emotional manipulation. But throughout his divorce with Brittany, Jack supposedly told these women that he couldn't see or be seen with them publicly until his divorce was finalized. So he was using this based off of what the women are saying as a manipulative like sort of smokescreen. And he allegedly spoke pretty bad about Brittany. That's what they're saying, playing the victim, and even made vulgar remarks about her body and her appearance. So ultimately, staffers said that they were left humiliated. They were angry. They were heartbroken. And now they want to speak up. Yeah, of course they want to speak up. They feel like they were used as pawns. They're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. This is all happening with your wife. What's going on? She's leaving you. What a monster. She's probably getting the fame and the TV stuff. And like, you poor man, you're not in your house and she's taking away your kid. And what an asshole she is." And yeah, no, I'm really trying to be a better guy. And I went to rehab and, nobody was there for me. And I want to be a dad. That's all I want to do. I want to be a dad and I want to be there for my kid and I want to be the best dad that I can be. And I need somebody to lean on because nobody is there for me. "Oh, honey, I'll be there for you. Like, oh, would you, just sometimes want company." And then you're sitting there and boom, you're watching a runaway movie or something like whatever, even like with Chris and Dodie. I forgot what movie that was, but like a runaway movie. And you're like, "Oh, things just got away from us. I'm sorry. It was an accident. I made a mistake. We can never talk about it," but then you get what you want and you discard them. Yeah, this is like the tale as old as time. Hetero dudes. Well, I'm not just going to say hetero dudes. I'm not going to put that in like a blanket statement, but like, yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. Anyways, moving on. So this I thought was just a little bit interesting. Now, I'm going to go on to something that I actually wanted to talk about that was more in like I think this is like more of a feel good because the whole Jax thing, fans are reacting, fans believe it, people are attacking him, people are coming forward. Once they start doing this, what's going to happen is DMs are going to come out, receipts are going to come out, texts are going to come out. And if I were him, if truly any of this happened, I would just keep my mouth shut and I wouldn't even say that this is not true because they're going to start literally blasting him with the receipts. They're going to be like, "Oh, you want to call me a liar? Watch this, bitch. Here we go." No. So just no. But I saw this and I was like, "Oh, this changes the mood."
So I was cracking up when I saw this interview going around of Adriana from Real Housewives of Miami.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing you up about BravoCon.
Oh my God,
I guess you were in a
right.
Sprinter van together and she had like hooked up with Captain
I don't think they
Jason.
hooked up.
Oh, they didn't? Okay. So
I think she wanted to hook up.
Oh, okay.
This was 2 years ago, BravoCon. From what I recall, I was a part of the nighttime Watch What Happens Live. Something got asked during that Watch What Happens Live taping. I think about Captain Jason, that they hung out in Miami. They had a date. He went over to her house or something or another. And I remember telling him exactly what she said on stage. When I saw him that night, I was like, "Oh, so I heard this and that." And he was like, "That is not what happened." And so I was just like being cheeky with him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "No, the fact that she's saying that, like, that's not what happened."
Oh, well, she was making it sound like Sheena was the cock blocker.
Well, and if I was, it's because I had other girls in mind for him. I had Lala I was trying to set him up with. I had Ashley Darby I was trying to set him up with.
Okay.
I had like my friends who wanted to set him up with. Now I'm like, "Hey, Michelle."
Okay, so I was cracking up when I saw
Captain Jason is a commodity. All right, guys, I want to hear what you guys think. That was such a fun way to end that. So thanks, Kiki and Sheena. But yeah, I want to hear what you guys think about this Jax stuff. Guys, pop off, smash the like button, show some love. Do not forget that we are going live tomorrow for Hot Messy Topics. And then, of course, right after, our members only live, where we'll be talking about the Real Housewives of London. So if you guys aren't watching on Hey You, ask Jason how to do the VPN shit. I don't know. But then, of course, like personal things like what's going on in our lives. So just join the members. We're back and love you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.